Hi, welcome back. I'm going to be doing another Lucky Egg in Evolution. Some of the ones I'll be doing right now are going to be Cubone, and I'm going to be doing the ones I put stars on. They have the better chance of having the better IV, so you just got to go and do the calculations and go through your Pokemon and set it up. I'm going to do a Dratini to Dragonair to Dragonite. I don't have a Dragonair yet, so it's going to be that Dratini I'm going to be evolving. I'm going to be doing all my Eevees, but I'm going to be paying special attention to the 724 and the 664 because they should have a better chance of getting maxed. My Execute, what did I get him for that? He's supposed to be between 96 and 64. Has a chance of being very good. My Magikarp is what I have met. I think it was it's 100 to 78% chance on my Magikarp, but I can't do that one yet. But so there's hoping later on I'll get a few more eggs and find some more Magikarp around. The Geodudes, those two are the best of the worst. Nothing spectacular. A couple of Growlithe. Horsea here has pretty good stats. He has a 98-76% chance of being very good. So here's hoping for that. Who else are we going for here? Krabby, not so good, but he's the best of the worst. So going with Krabby. Like I say, there's my Magikarp. Like I say, 178 pretty much. So if you want to run the calculations yourself, there you go. And the Metapods, the one has got an 89-62, but my Caterpie has 96 chance, so I'm going to doing the Caterpie. Let's see. I think I had enough candy. Yeah, 94, so. And the same with the Nidoran. Omanyte, unfortunately, isn't that great either, but I'm going to be doing him also. Where else are we going here? Be doing a lot of Pidgeys. Didn't even bother with the Pidgeys because I'll be throwing away most of them anyway, so it doesn't matter. They're just the mass of the transformations just because they're so cheap. I was going to do a Bulbasaur into Ivysaur, but I caught an Ivysaur, so now I'm just going to save up for the Venusaur, of course. And I named this one Replica. I haven't done the IV for it. I just named it that to try to see if I can get it transformed into Ditto. There's some thought that there may be an Easter egg with some of the Pokemon from the series and their names, so I figured give it a try sooner or later. I think that's almost... Oh, Squirtles. I'll be doing Squirtle into Wartortle, and from there to Blastoise. But I'll be switching it out. I'll be doing this Squirtle into a Wartortle, and then the other Wartortle I have down here, I will be evolving into Blastoise. And that's about it. I'll be doing a couple of Rattatas to Eradicate. So, without further ado... Paris popped. We're not worried about no Paris. Hitting the Lucky Egg. So, goes down to Cubone first. Oh, Caterpie. There we go. So, I'll be getting the bonus for Metapod into Butterfree. So I'm going to evolve him right now. I was also going to do a couple of Diglets in the Diglett to Doug trio and a Doduo to Dodrio, but alright, so we got that. Charmander soon. Okay, so here's our Cubone. Do the Diglett. And like I say, these are just Pokemon that I collect all the time. You know, just get for the candy and the Stardust, and so just build up your supplies for the next generation when it comes out too. Then I'll do a Doduo here. I didn't go through the Doduos or the Diglets or anything for their IV, just because I probably won't throw them in a gym anyway. You know, I'd just use the higher, you know, more powerful ones. So, but you never know. They may make gyms eventually where you'll have to use flying or certain types. You know, that'd be kind of cool later on. Alright, so our Dratini, here we go. And like I said, I've been farming quite a few Dratinis and Squirtles lately. So this will be my second Dragonite. Well, this is Dragonair now, but it will be a Dragonite here in a second. So if you want, you can do the calculations yourself for him. You just need the CP, the hit points, and how much it costs to power him up. And we got Dragon Breath and Dragon Pulse. Not too bad. Okay, so Evee is going to do 4 of these. So I'm going to do my 2 with stars first, of course. I'm not worried about what they evolve into. You know, I could try the name again. I think I haven't used one of the names so far. But, you know, there's always a chance. There you go, Vaporeon. Always good. Water Gun, Aqua 12. Oh. Nice new Jolteon. And just because, you know, they're there. That's just for quickness sake. And like I say, I generally get quite a few Evee around here. That's why I have so many in, you know, both in candies and in thing. Wow, 1 of each right off the bat. That's not too bad. And like I say, I probably won't be powering these guys up unless, you know, they are, you know, the highest ones, because like I say, I catch so many, I can keep getting them, and I'll eventually get ones that are, you know, in the 90s or 100s for IV. So And I was also going to do a couple of Ekans into Arbok. Like I said, I've been catching a lot of Arbok lately also, so just whatevs. Again, I haven't calculated their IV, just for the show. And we'll do the last Evee here. Again, because like I said, I catch so many and it's so common here for me. It's funny, I was talking to a few other trainers here in the area. They're like, how can you have that many Eevees? I'm like, they're everywhere. They're like chihuahuas here, you know? Little packs of chihuahuas running around the streets, and that's how the Evee are. Alright, there we go. This Execute is supposed to have a very good, hopefully, very good IV, so skip right over the Ekans, but I worked hard to get this one. I've been going around, looking around for Execute everywhere, so. Oh, and I will be doing the Krabby too, so that one didn't look like it had that great of a attacks, but that's alright. You know, that's the other thing, you know, you don't know what your attacks are going to be till after you evolve them. So, don't go gung-ho with powering up until you've evolved your Pokemon. Oops. Okay, that's you, but that's alright. I'm not going to scroll back down. There we go. This will be my second Ekans here. Another Pokemon just popped by me, but leveling up. I'm not worried about it. Geodudes. I think I'm just gonna evolve one because I think well, I guess I can do two. Yeah, I was having a lot of luck with Golem versus Lapras the other night. My 1300s were taking out 1700 Laprases. You know, just hitting the attack without even, you know, really doing the special move or anything. What is their moves here? Yeah, not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and evolve him right away. Let's take him straight to Golem. I'm going to do the same with my other Geodude. Can't see. He's standing on a CP. Very nice. There we go. That's the next one. And again, Geodudes are just very common here. Not quite Pidgeys, but certainly Rattatas almost, you know what I mean? So, just see them all the time. And go ahead and evolve him. Again, part of the thing is doing this on the cheap, but like I say, I have so many candies and so many of the Pokemon that I figured just go ahead and do some of these high-level ones that it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do a Growlithe. Do the 849. Just because it also had a better chance of getting a good evolve on it. with its IV. But like I say, getting a good evolve is only part of the thing. It's also having good attacks, so. And there we go, bite and fire blast. To bite. Gonna do the 780 just because it's there. Now my Horsea is gonna be very good. It's already talked about him. 98 to 76% chance of being a very good IV. So, and the other one's 93 to 69. So. There we go, Horsea. And I'll also be getting the bonus for the new evolution. Dragon Breath, Dragon Pulse, good. Don't have enough for Ivysaur or Kabuto, unfortunately. Close on those. Gonna go straight to Krabby here. So I'll be getting the bonus for him also. Hopefully get Claw Hammer, just because it's cool. I got Water Pulse and Metal Claw. And let's see, there's that Magikarp, but can't do it. I can probably do another Meowth into Persian. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I didn't check its IV or anything. Oh, I was going to do a Mankey into Primeape too, but that's just to, so that way I don't have as many Pidgey fillers. Bore you with all the Pidgeys. Power Gem, there you go. And, next I'll be doing the Nidorans. Yeah, I missed the Nidoqueen last night. I had my full, I was full of Pokemon, and when I went to transfer one and went back, it was already gone. I was so mad. I was like, no! Missed it by that much. And like I say, unfortunately, all my Nidorans are pathetic when it comes to IV, so that was the best of the worst. See, it's going to take 100, which is unfortunate, but that's alright. Again, best of the worst here. Okay, now I'll be doing my Omanyte. Again, a best of the worst thing. But I like the way the Omanyte looks. Now he's squid bait. Look at that beak. He's rocking out the spikes. Water gun and hydro pump. Not too bad. I was skipping over Paris just because there's all those Pidgeys. We're going to skip those also. I want to do a Pikachu, but I haven't caught quite enough yet. Ponyta you've already seen a few times. Psyduck don't have it. Ratatas. As you see, I got 744 candy, and I've been trying not to catch these darn things lately. I didn't feel like filling up my pack with Ratatas, or, it's bad enough I'm doing it with Pidgeys. Okay, so we're gonna go down to the Squirtle here. Gonna do the 573 because it's got the best of the worst. And we're going to scroll down to the... we're going to do the 927, even though... Just because it's already high enough that... Whatever, yeah. So this will be my second Blastoise. Hopefully we'll have some decent fighting. Bite and Ice Beam. Not too bad. So I'm going to check to see how much time I got left. I got 11 minutes. Sweet. I'm not sure if I have enough for a Vulpix. I'll see. I think I might be short a little bit. Yep, short. Darn. So now it's Pidgey time. Going Pidgey crazy. So if you want to stop watching or just, well, yeah, there's no really reason to watch anymore. Nothing else exciting is going on except for Pidgeys. So, an 11-minute Pidgey Fest. And like I say, I doubt I'll evolve any of the Pidgeotos to Pidgeot. Unless, like I say, they open up specific gems for flying types or, whatever. So hopefully they won't allow dragons into to that type of gem or something, because otherwise I'd be still doing my dragons. So how many Pidgeys can I go? And again, this is just filler, so that's why I'm not doing the top ones. I'm just picking whatever Pidgeys at hand. and evolve him, because I'm gonna be tossing off all the low levels anyway. I don't care about their IV right now. You know, I have so many of them, and they're so available that finding them is not going to be a problem. So even if it takes another 300 or 400 Pidgeys, well, guess what? That's just a couple of days of farming. So that's not a big deal for Pidgeys here. I'm sure most cities, you know, have tons of Pidgey. So like I say, hopefully later this week I'll be doing Pikachu to Raichu, maybe a Bulbasaur to Venusaur, or the Ivysaur to, you know, Venusaur, depending on how many I can catch. And then maybe a Shelter to Cloyster. Certainly not going to get enough Magikarp, I don't think, here, unless I get lucky on my eggs. But that's probably going to be a far shot. I may do a video of farming the nests, but the nests have just changed to... oh, that's what I'll also probably be doing, is Charmander to Charizard, because our Squirtle nest turned into a Charizard nest. So should be plenty of Charmanders going around. So yes, be ready for a slew of Charmander to Charizard videos from me. I may try to get, you know, 4 or 5 Charizards here. Yes, a little bit of farming, but you know, you can farm, you know, 15 to 20 Charmanders a day, so Hurricane is pretty nice. What else is coming down the line? I don't know. I think Jinx Park may have changed for us, and unfortunately, I hadn't gone out there yet to get any Jinxes, which may hurt me. But hopefully, during the day, it's one thing. Then at night, it'll go back to Jinx Park. Or Nest, as the case may be, but that's what we've taken to calling our parks, is by what Pokemon they spawn. So we've got our Dratini Park, our Magmar, and Oddish, like I say. And I, of course, haven't made it to the Oddish either. It's all been about the Squirtles and Dratinis. Because that's the thing about Squirtle, even the low-level Squirtles require a Raspberry and at least a Great Ball. At least, you know, and anything, you know, 400 up usually requires an Ultra Ball. Otherwise, they just keep breaking them. Even with that, they break out a lot. So, Dratini are pretty easy. You can usually catch them with just a regular Pokeball. You don't have to give them raspberries or anything. Just keep throwing the Pokeballs at them, and generally they'll stay in them. You know, maybe in the 500s you might use a Great Ball just because. Okay, I'm gonna do this last one here. Check my time. I might have a few minutes left, hopefully. And like I say, all I've done is made a small dent in my candy. Yeah, there we go. Still have 3 minutes. Awesome. So 3 more minutes of pain for you for Pidgeys. Unless you like Pidgeys, in which case this is, you know, you're Mike Tyson and you're enjoying my video. Thank you very much. So I'll call it at 127 to stop evolving my Pidgeys. Maybe 128. You're like, stop the madness. I think I had 22 or 25 Pidgeys at the start of this, so. And like I say, all you gotta do is have one of the basic Pokemon, you know, the Pidgey, the Rattata, I think Weedle and Caterpie will also do it for low cost of evolving with candies, so. I tell you now, you should have felt music during this. On the volume and just crank up some music. We also have a Skyther nest. I haven't gone to it yet because I've caught in Skyther by where I'm at, so you know I hadn't had to make the trip out there to catch Skyther. But supposedly they're better quality Skyther anyway. You know, they're CP 1200 or around there. So some people have caught some lower ones, of course, but you know, certainly a lot higher than mine have been over here where I'm at. Wow, I'm almost out of Pidgeys. It's amazing. And I still have 2 minutes. I can probably get them all done. My other Pokemon will cheer that they have room to breathe now. So yeah, I've been missing my Snorlax chances also. Just missed it by a few minutes the other night. That was heartbreaking. Darn Snorlax. For being a lazy Pokemon, he sure moves fast wants to. But that's the thing, when you're going after the Charmanders and the Squirtles, you know, the sometimes even Bulbasaur is kind of difficult to catch, you know. With a regular Pokeball, you gotta have the Great Ball and Ultra before you go hunting them, you know. Like I say, last night was for Squirtle. I was throwing, escaping, and I was like, "Are you crazy?" So if they're and they just were not getting caught last night. So I went through the Great Balls and Ultra Balls last night to catch them, and I was like, "No, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this last one anyway." So, like I say, sometimes it doesn't matter if you're getting greats, excellents, nices. They'll still break out and just keep on breaking out. It's hurtful, so hurtful. So let's see how much we got here. Another 8,000, not too bad. Should have showed you my EXP before, then after, but that's all good. I think I did kind of once or twice. So the Pokemon here. We'll go to combat power, and we'll see how we done. So there's one Dragonite there at 2,000, and that was my 56. So you know, marked improvement there. You know, there's a Vaporeon and an Arcanine that I've just leveled. Executor. So this is without spending any Stardust on them. Also, these are just ones I've caught in the wild without doing anything to. So, you know, you don't have to spend your Stardust. You want to save your Stardust until you're sure about the IV. You know, you're going to have to do a couple of power-ups in order to gauge them, you know, for when they change from one tier to the next. That way you know what level they are. But besides that, you know, the cost stays the same anyway, so you might as well level them up first and see what their fighting abilities are and decide if you want to go that route, if you want to level them or not. So, but like I say, Golems do really well against the Ice Lapras. So, like I say, you know, quite a few over 1,200. You know, just a couple of, you know, over 2,000, but the only one I've leveled was the Lapras I hatched from the egg. And I believe I had 24 candies, so that's 11. Maybe, because it's at 3 now. So it might have been 9 or 10 power-ups on him. So, but there you go. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you down the road. If this will, there we go. So slow.